My YouTube channel Techie Khera, and this is our Linux tutorial. This is our 19th video on Linux tutorial. So today's topic is what is swap memory and how to create the extra swap memory like after the installation, right? So let's start with the swap memory. At the time of installation of Linux OS, we can create three partition, right? Three partition normally we create. First one is slash, second is boot, and third one is swap partition, right? So our today's topic is swap partition. Swap partition basically used for the virtual memory. Generally we create the double from the RAM size which is in machine, or what could be the, so what is the exact RAM size of your machine. Normally we create double the size of RAM. To the swap partition we assign the total size. Okay, so basically what is recommendation? As per recommendation, if your RAM size is 2 GB, you can create 4 GB of the swap partition. I'm talking about this during the installation, right? This is during the installation, okay? And if your RAM size is 4 to 6 GB, then we can create 1.5 of the RAM size, right? Right? If your suppose if your RAM size 4 GB, then you can create the swap partition 6 GB, 1.5 GB of 1.5 of the RAM size, right? If your RAM size is between 6 to 8 GB, then you will create the equal to the RAM size. Okay, whatever your RAM size is, then you can create the swap partition equal to the RAM size. If your RAM is 16 GB or 8 GB, sorry, 6 GB or 8 GB, right? But if your RAM is more than 8 GB, then you can create the swap partition half of its size, right? Half of its size. Like if you have a 10 GB of RAM, then we can create the swap partition only 5 GB. So the purpose of the swap partition is, suppose your RAM is fully utilized, fully occupied, then the least usable data will transfer to this swap partition to uh, run your machine smoothly. I hope you understand the concept of the swap file. Okay. Like after the installation, suppose we want to increase it, or we want to add extra swap partition or increase the swap, then what we will do. So let's see how to add that particular thing. Let's go. So this is my machine. Okay. This is my Red Hat Linux 9 version machine. Okay. I'm using version 9, right? So first let us see my machine hard drives. LSBLK is the command. It will show my all the hard drives, whatever is attached with my this particular machine. So I have right now I have a two hard drives, SDA and SDB. Okay, only two hard drives, SDA and SDB. SDB. If I have three hard drives, then it will show as SDC. Okay, in this way it will show the hard drives in your Linux machine. Okay, so to create the swap partition, okay, right now we have a swap partition of 1.6 GB. Okay, so it is created during the installation. I've done the auto installation. I didn't create any partition. Whatever the taken by the automatically taken by the OS that I have given. Okay, that is not manually created. But if you want to do create manually, then we already discuss what could be the recommended size, right? So let's increase it. Okay, so for that we need to create one partition from the this particular hard drive SDVB. Okay, we will create 1 GB of extra sub partition. So let's do for this. We have a command fdisk. Okay, slash tab slash sdv. Fdisk is the command and the partition name. Okay, we will create the 1 GB partition from this particular hard drive, right? And press enter. It will ask us what to do. Okay, so for the creation of the partition, what we will do, we will press N, and it will ask me which particular partition we will use. So by default it has taken primary. P stands for primary. We said okay. and the partition number. By default, it has taken first. Okay, and the first sector we will leave as it is. Okay, last sector we will give the size. Okay, in the last sector we will give the size. What we will do, 1G. Okay, 1 GB partition we require to create, so we will give 1G. If you want to create an MB, you can put M, or if you want to terabyte, you can put the T after the size. Okay, okay, hope you clear till now. Okay, so let's press enter. Okay, creating the partition. Okay, okay. Earlier we have also created the swap partition, so it is showing that the signature of the swap signature partition of swap is showing. You want to remove the signature? I said yes, no issue. But when you do this, I think that will not, this error or this message will not show in your machine. Okay, so signature will remove by the right command. Okay, I will what I will do. I have to assign the file system now. For this, I will press enter T type, and it will ask the hexa code, which particular hexa code I have to assign for this creating the swap partition. Okay, as it is showing for hexa code or alias, type L to list all codes. We can see, press L, press enter. So all the hexa codes are present, right? So our 82 code is for the Linux swap. If we write here 82, then it will assign this, or it will give the file, file system to this particular partition as a swap, right? So let's do. Okay, so as it's showing, change the partition type Linux to Linux swap. Okay, Linux to Linux swap, right? So now we will going to save it. W to write or save it. Enter. Okay. So let's see the hard disk right now. lsblk command again we will run. So here is our partition, 1 GB partition we have created from this particular hard drive. Right? If you facing any kind of issue during the creation of this partition, then I have created a separate video in details how to create it and what is the in brief, or you can say in a particular, in a detailed manner. I have created that video. I will share the link of that video in the description. Okay, so till we have created the partition now, so now we have to assign it to the cell. Okay, for that what we will do to, we need to first swap on command. Just hold on. Okay, mk swap to give the uh, this partition, create the part. Mkswap is the command, mkswap, and the partition name slash dash slash stv1. Okay, stv1 is our partition which we want to create the swap. Okay, we are creating this partition as a swap. Mkswap is a command, make swap, right? Enter. Okay, setting the space between one to no label. So this UUID, this has been created. That means we have successfully created a swap partition, right? We have successfully created a swap partition. Now we have to turn down it. So what we do, swap on, okay, swap on, and the partition name slash tab slash stv1. Okay, so we have successfully turned on the our swap newly created partition to swap. Okay, we want to see it. How to see it? Hyphen swap on hyphen s is the command. Okay, here we can say this is our new partition. Okay, if you want to see in detail, lsblk is the command. You can see now our new partition is also working as a swap. Okay, here it is. So hope you guys understand it. But if you want permanently, because this is a temporary, if you want to, if you reboot it or you can shut down this machine, then it will be no longer available. you want to make it permanent, what you need to do, you need to do the entry in a file system table or fs. Okay, slash etc slash fs tab. Okay, let's do it. So here you do the entry. Okay, insert slash tab slash stp1. Okay, and the swap defaults and 0 and 0. Okay, really good. Okay, so let's see the size of our memory. So if you run the free command, then it will show the how much memory it is using, right? So here you can see the total size of our swap partition. Hope you guys understand the concept. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.